It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. And it's coming up next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, a lot of buzz here in the tri-state area about these Jets in 2023. Do you think that they are ready to challenge the Bills and the Dolphins for supremacy in the AFC East?
I certainly do, and for two big reasons. Number one, Aaron Rodgers is in town at quarterback, but number two, their defense, which kept them in every game last year and only got better through the draft this year. If they can pair those together, they can compete with anyone in the AFC East and the AFC in total.
Meanwhile, for the Texans, things are changing rapidly in the Space City. They've got the new coach in D'Amico Ryans coming over from the Niners. They made two big splashes on draft night, but fixing the defense seems a priority.
And remember the 2022 draft? They took a lot of guys on that side of the ball, so maybe we just need a little bit more seasoning with some of the talent that they've accumulated.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former second overall pick, now in his third season out of BYU.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Shifts by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On the return, it's King. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Stroud to the air on first and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. Got him in. It's Brown. 7 yards there and a first down. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Here's 2nd and 10. A man coming off a great rookie year. It's Dameon Pierce. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 3rd and 7. And Stroud now to throw. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now Wilson on first down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 2nd and 3. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now the 2nd-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. scoreless after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Wilson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Stroud. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On first down, here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Another one caught by Collins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and 3 from the 9. Now Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Stroud. That is caught. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Pierce is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Stroud to throw it. Throw left side, complete. That's Pierce. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Desmond King now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 9 here. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This will be caught by Brown. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 51 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball again on 2nd down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. The two Wilsons, Zach and Garrett teaming up there. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Desmond King on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Stroud's throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Stroud off the play fake.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. And bring up 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here goes Stroud again.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow.
Important extra point up and through, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And New York set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now Wilson.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Wilson to throw. He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, you should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find the throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
This is 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
38-yard line.
Keep our poise. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Let's go. Get this going now. Oh, yeah.
Here's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. They'll go again with Hall.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.